Welcome to our show, More Out of Life and Business with Kristen Hertzog. Today I want to talk with you about the topic of giving up. Sometimes we're at that crossroads, right? Where we have to look and say, is this job something that I find passion and joy in? Or is this something that I need to be looking at something else, another path? Several years ago, I had a wonderful job. I was a leading and supporting lady at a very large theater company called Sight and Sound. And I had been working there for 13 years, but decided it was time for something different. So after multiple interviews, I got a job working for the Art Institutes, which is Education Management Corporation. And I was just so excited to become this motivational speaker, to travel throughout the region, speaking with students about careers and empowering them towards reaching their goals. Well, I went through a training program, very, very intensive program to learn how to present in the way they wanted me to. I was given an arsenal of tools with a laptop and all types of special programs to use in these presentations. And then I had to start scheduling. Well, this was before Google Calendar, which I rely on pretty heavily these days. And I was using a paper calendar. And I recorded that I was going to be going to a particular school, my very first presentation. And I arrived ready, excited, passionate about what I was about to share. And I knocked on the door of the schoolroom, and the teacher who had hired me opened the door, looked at me and said, "You're an hour late, get out," and shut the door. In that moment, I so badly wanted to run back to what I knew. I wanted to give up. And I got in the car, I called the director, and I said, "I'm sorry, you hired the wrong girl for the job here. I can't even keep my calendar straight. How am I even going to do this job?" And she was so encouraging. She said, "Kristen, you've only just begun. Don't give up now. You can do this. You have this in you, and I've seen your passion and your heart to share with students what you care about, and that is helping direct people's lives." So I wrote an apology letter to the teacher and asked if there was any way possible could I come back and do this presentation in his class. He actually said yes, and I went in several weeks later and had a few presentations under my belt by that time. And I gave the presentation. I felt pretty good about it. Several weeks later, my director contacted me and said, "Kristen, we just received an evaluation card from that teacher, and I'd like to read to you what it says." And she read, "Kristen gave the best presentation of any post-secondary school in my 30 years of teaching." This was a testimony of me not giving up. In that moment when I just wanted to throw in the towel, go back to what was comfortable, this was evidence that I was capable and able to do something new and something different and something that was going to challenge and empower students. So I want to encourage you, wherever you are in your professional life, maybe you're in a dead-end job and you know you need to move on, and there's concern and anxiety around that idea of taking that next step. Don't give up on your passion. Make that leap and go for that new thing. But if you're already passionate about what you do, but you have certain things that you feel you lack, push through it. Push through it and make it happen for you, because we are only as good as we can be in life and business when we're giving it our all and we're acknowledging our inconsistencies and our failures and working towards making them better. All these years later, this little card sits on my desk. I even had it laminated so I wouldn't forget, and it's faded quite a bit since that time period when it was written. But it's my testimony to myself that I am capable of whatever I put my mind to. And you are too. Thanks for joining us today for More Out of Life and Business. I'd love to hear your story and what makes you passionate. Please contact me at KristenHertzog.com. Thanks for watching.